Well, guess what, guys? This thing is driving me nuts again because now it won't. No, I don't know. I'm late, anyways. But how y'all doing this morning? So this means I'm doing it off my phone again today. Don't seem like whoops anybody's. Oh, there you go, 6. All right. Well, any fan, Rustic, Brad, James, Chad, Robin. Okay, well, I'm doing this off my phone again because I went to here. I'll show you what it's doing. When I go into my search bar and hit search, pops up with this now that I downloaded 11, Windows 11. Then when I go up here to type in StreamYard to get it to pop up, it don't give me. Oh, now it's coming up with different stuff. Okay, well maybe. Okay, well now it's working. Earlier, it wouldn't even give me the options to go search the internet. So, well, I'm already on my phone. I don't know if it'll jack it up if I got off of here and then try to reconnect. So I'm not going to do it. So I don't want to mess it up. I told y'all. Any fins at work? Yeah, I'm a technical idiot. So let me see if I can. And by the way, you see my big old mess I got going. I'm going to turn this stupid thing off. I don't know why it wouldn't let me search the web earlier. It just like, nope, ain't happening. I ain't doing it. So maybe it needed an update or something. I don't know what's wrong with it. Hmm. Hold on, let me get this fixed real quick and get it out of my way. I'm just shutting it down. Yeah, see, I think that something was wrong with 11 and it just said, nope, you're not having it today. So give me a second, guys, and I'll get this shut down so I can at least put my phone up there so y'all can see me. Boy, that's really gonna be kind of high. Let me one more box underneath y'all. I know y'all don't really want to see my ugly face, but you want to see my jigs. Okay, well, anyways, good morning, everybody. Split shot, how you doing? I don't know if I missed anybody in here or not. James. Oh, Dan, yeah, I did. Good morning. Well, you be careful, Dan, hauling them dumpsters. Oh, Robin C. I thought you had to go to StreamYard through Google. Well, yeah, and that was my problem is it wouldn't let me. My computer was like, nope, you're not searching the web because it wouldn't let me. I'm just going back and reading these comments real quick, guys. They're going to go by fast for me. But there. I'll make you come a little closer. You can see the jig better. Get you as close as I can. There you go. All right. Well, anyways, I'm going to try to keep up with chat because I don't have my phone separate. So, see, already new comments popping up. And then I move. Why is my phone not doing that? Okay. Fish and Fever, howdy. Fields the Water, howdy. Okay, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry, guys. I'm having technical difficulties. And now my phone won't stay propped. Okay. I should have been more prepared, but I was having a dilemma this morning. My wife went to the boys' bathroom and felt the draft through the window. So now she's like, It was cold in there. You need to trim the window out because I haven't finished trimming the window out for the shelves up. So I need to do that. But I got so many things going on. I don't know. I'm overdoing myself. But anyways, how y'all doing this morning? Looks like everybody's saying hi to everybody. Coastal, how you doing? Say hi to Panda for us. Anyways, let's get to I got a tray of jigs that I got out of the oven last night. See that? See all those jigs? I know it's kind of hard with my phone, guys, but so that's on the agenda for today. And what I got, find the ones I wanted. Let's just okay. So we'll start off with some orange ones. Pandas. Oh yeah, I guess school is back in. See, with my kids being out of school, it's hard to remember if the kid if the school's in session or not. Yeah, these are some 8th. So I mean, I'm tying marabou today. Yeah, I got a bunch of hooks in, and so I posted that up this last week. Whoops, I just dropped a couple hooks. Let me find them for the dog does. Hold on a minute, guys. I know I dropped the hook. The bad thing is it was a tiny hook. Oh, right there. I can't pick it up. I got it. Maybe. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm trying to pick this hook up and I can't pick it up. It's not stuck to the floor, but it's so small. And I don't have no nails. All right, darn you there. Finally. Okay, sorry guys. You had to look at my side. Hopefully I wasn't exposed. Okay. But I found that hook. I got a little piece of magnet, uh, on a board that sits on my vise with my little hook set on there, and I knocked it off, and then one of the hooks fell off of it. So, anyway, a little bit of excitement for this morning. Get that tied on there. Now, I got I forgot kind of where I was going with that thought before I dropped that hook. Um, but anyways, I got that tray of jigs I'm gonna tie up today, and most of it's going to be in marabou, but I got some kind of weird colored ideas in my head. I don't know if they're going to work or not, but we're going to do it. So these orange ones, oh, Rosie's going to come and kiss me and say hi because I'm talking to you guys and not her. No, you can't have my feathers. All right, look. See you up in here today. Go away, go away. When I get to talking to the screen and ignore her, she wants in there. So, all right, that was a quick molestation station. Oh my goodness, dogs. You gotta love them because they're adorable, but they're annoying. Sit. What do you want to kiss me for? Or you want to bite me? She went. I know what she wanted. She wanted outside. When she went outside, she'll bite my wrist real gently and then try to pull me. uh, those slobbers. Okay, this is a piece of marabou, and these ones are on a size 1 hook, and I I use just different parts of my vise to gauge how long I want, and like this one will go to this spot right here, so like that length, and that helps you keep them all kind of the same length. Some people put marks on their vise, some people, you know, actually have a little guide or whatever. Your 2 dogs are getting vaccines. Must be shop time. Anyway, I was trying to watch in the background. She didn't want out. She wanted fed. I guess nobody gave her no food this morning. Okay, so I got the white. And then what I got for the kind of the body color that I was going to do is this. It's got like a gold, if it'll focus, gold with what have you. So it's got a little red flake, got a little gold flake. All right. I thought she was going to put her out. She wants somebody to eat with her, mama. Sometimes she gets in this mood where she either wants out, which she'll come and grab you, or if she's eating, she'll want you to come and sit there and watch her eat. So, sorry, I'm kind of distracted with the pup this morning. Yeah, I know that it is kind of weird where they just like hold you, like, hey, then I mean they're not biting you. I mean they're biting you, but they're not like sinking teeth. They're just gently nuzzling you. So that's kind of the color I got. So it's kind of an orange head, a goldish, with the red flake and what have you, and then the white tail. So I'll show you up close, guys. So I kind of like those, and I know that it doesn't. These ones don't have a whole lot of marabou, but when it's white marabou, save your marabou and save your money, and just put a little on there. If you got somebody that really wants it super fluffy, put a big giant piece. But this is 1 feather, and there you go. That's 1 feather, and that should be more than enough. Whoops. Chat. See, I'm going to have technical issues all day. That chat went too fast. Yeah, my biggest thing is I really like certain color combinations. And, like I said, the fish, most of the time the fish do care a little bit about the color, but it's more whether it's bright or light. And it's a lot more about the movement, I think, of the jig. So, sometimes they just want that jig to, see if I can do this, sit there and with that tail just to barely flutter. And when you do just like that in the water, that tail will wave. And with that marabou. So I think that's what the fish, they just, and then if you're using live scope or something like that, you can see the fish coming and then you can twitch it or you can just slowly move it and they'll get a reaction. But what I do is when I'm sitting there just fishing and jigging, I will move it a couple, move the bobber. If I'm on a bobber, I'll move the bobber a foot, which will make the jig rise up and then resettle. And then I'll let it set for a little bit and then kind of twitch it lightly, and then boom again. My Chihuahua and Pit Bull mix. Well, that would have been interesting. hopefully the mama is the Pit Bull and not the Chihuahua is the mama. Okay, well, we're gonna get off that subject. But that would have been, yeah. All I can think of is maybe the pit bull backing up to the couch or something. Oh gosh, you guys. Sometimes I swear. Just remember, keep it clean. I got some mods in here. If you guys see anything bad, kick it out. As far as like, last week there was a guy that came up. We're not going to worry about names or anything, but there's a guy that came up and he said a few cuss words, and I said no cuss words on my live. Get down. I said no cuss words on my live, and he came up and he said a few, and then I knocked him off, and I think a few people got offended, but it is my channel, so I'll do what I want, kind of thing. And I don't want no cursing on my channel. I don't do it, and I do it in daily life. Don't get me wrong, but on here, it's better not to. There's more people that appreciate you don't than people that want you to. So I even got phone calls and messages saying, that I did the right thing. So I mean, you wanna curse on your channel, that's fine, but I don't want it on mine. So that's all I have to say about that. But anyways, guess what, guys? I got my www double hook angling, as you see down here, altogether.com is up and running. Now you can't go into the store and buy anything yet, but you can go into the jig shop and you can check out some jigs that I've tied over the past year or so and see what I got going on. And then you can go to the contact page and you can send me an email of what you want, what you like. Just tell me if you want some jigs, tell me the size you want, the head color, the body color, and the tail color, and we will see if we can get something worked out. So now you'll be able to buy my shirts and stuff on there too, but it's the same thing. I don't have that part of it done. This stuff takes time. And got a couple videos that I'm working on. Danny Stone sitting at the job waiting on the crew to show up. Yeah. Now I forgot what I was saying. I read Danny's comment, and then that made me start thinking about old days of sitting at the job site waiting for concrete to show up. What is up with you today? All right. Give me a kiss. Come here, give me a kiss, Jason. I'll get it all out of the way. Okay, now go away. Oh, well, she's 9 months old now, and she just came into heat. So she's like super, super, super affectionate today, apparently. Usually it's not this bad in my lives, but she's really wanting some loving today because now I'm wet. Feel like I need to go get a towel or take a shower. And then my stuff got knocked back down. That was crazy. Everybody loves dogs, and if you don't, well, you may be in the wrong channel if you don't like dogs. Morning, Art. I see Danny saying good morning, but I guess I didn't see the chat go by. Yeah, I was saying about the website and stuff. I got shirts and things that I want to get posted up on there, and then my hats posted up on there. I want to be able to where you can just click on it and add it to a cart and do all that. But like I said, that all that stuff takes time. So just bear with me. Right now, you go check it out and look at you know, the pictures and all that. Oh, I guess I used the last piece of that one. Get me out another bat. Morning, Keith. Morning, Chad. I think, did I say Chad it already this morning? If not, well, hi again. 18 lovely people in there wanting to see my dog molest me, but not really. Y'all came to see me tie jigs, talk about jigs, talk about fishing. Well, we went back to that Marion County Lake, and we had quite a bit of fun, but not quite a bit of fish, like very little to no fish. A guy that we were fishing with named Jared, and he's on with the Jared is with Pond Hopper TV, and Rex, and he's Pond Hopper TV, the main guy, and we had a fun time with them. And then the other day, Wednesday, I went shopping and bought some hooks and stuff. And then buying those hooks, we ran into, it was kind of a, hey, I'm going to be there. So they showed up too kind of thing. We exchanged a few things and, you know, some merchandise, sticker, you know, some stickers. I gave them some hooks. And there was some other stuff. So that video is going to come out real soon. I hate editing, guys. And I've been real busy trying to get this log splitter going. And I went and spent $300 and had the pump rebuilt, or not the pump, the ram rebuilt. And then, oh, hey, Ernie. And then getting that ram rebuilt because when you would cycle it to split the log, it would just pour fluid out. So, you know, you dump $20 worth of fluid on the ground. You're like, well, I better go get something fixed. So then we go get this fixed at B&B Hydraulics in South Hutch. And they was, well, I guess it's actually part of Hutchison. And get that ram home yesterday and put it back on. And guess what? The pump is now not pushing enough fluid hard enough to split the harder wood. It'll split the elm and, you know, stuff like that, but it ain't going through the mulberry or the hedge. So the pump is wore out too. So now I'm going to have to get the pump rebuilt. So that's going to be next month. So that means we have to go cut a bunch more firewood that's smaller and fit in the stove without having to split it. So kind of that's been my biggest hold up this week, was trying to get that log splitter going, and I just couldn't get her going. So, you know, I mean, I don't like to burn elm because it burns so fast. Hi, Chris. I didn't see you come in. Sorry, bud. Good morning. Yeah, we, you know, on your phone, when it's turned sideways, you only can see 3 chats at a time, and sometimes that stuff skips by and I don't see it. So sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah. And then I got my 64 Rambler that I'm, you know, my V8 Rambler that I got in the shop that you guys see when I'm in the shop. You see it in the background. I got to get that done, but I've been working on that for 6 years. So, you know, those you don't just do in a couple weeks. You can on them car shows, but not in real life. So I got a lot of projects, you know, but everybody kind of does. And now I got this goal of I want to tie 10,000 jigs this year. So we'll see how that goes. So far I'm at like 140. So I've been slacking, but trying to get all this stuff going. And now I got to go. We're going to go out and put a toilet in at my mother-in-law's. We're going to cut some firewood. You know, this is all out at the family farm. Cut some firewood. We're going to just kind of get all kinds of stuff. 49 days till cat come. Yeah. That's too far for me to drive. If I went to the one, I'd go to the one that's in Kansas City. You know, the one that happened a couple months ago. I tried to make it, but my son was getting married, and that was more important than going to CatCom. Robin C's getting her stickers design done. Woohoo! Damn River Boys, how you doing, bud? Well, we're just tying some jigs. This is I'm going to mix it up on you guys. I got to tie like 18 or so of these ones, but I'm not going to sit here and make you guys stare at the same color the whole time. Now, the see, because I won't use all of this, but I got plenty of material. I went and stocked back up on some stuff. So, but I got everybody got their stuff everything that was supposed to be mailed out this week got mailed out. You know, you know how it is, guys, with getting this RAM done and everything. Yeah. Yeah, I if I ever go to CatCom, I'm going to take all the stickers I got. So I'm hoping next year, October time, when they have the one in Kansas City, I get to go back to that. I really want to. Maybe by then, but with getting all this stuff going, you know, I'm not going to really whine, but I'm going to whine. With getting the T-shirts done, getting the stickers done, you know, this last few months, getting the website going, you know, everything. It's all been a pain in the butt, and I'm to the end of my limit. So I need to get focused more on tying the jigs so I can get to selling the jigs so I can recoup. But anybody that needs anything in the meantime, just hit me up, Double Hook Angling, Gmail. Go to my website, www.doublehooKangling, all together, like you see down here, .com, and check that out. It'd be greatly appreciated, y'all. Remember, hit the like button and subscribe button too, you know, if you haven't already, if you want to. If not, well, there's plenty of other people that you could go like and subscribe. There's plenty of mods in here that y'all can share your channels and, you know, do what you want. Or was there any mods in here this morning? There may not be. And I can't make anybody mods because we're working with the phone, not the laptop, because my laptop was being retarded this morning. And I ain't PC correct, so don't take that to offense when I call my computer retarded. The Sunday after CatCon is when you pick up your boat. Cool. Okay. Well, on my end, it don't show. It just on my end, it just shows that you guys are on. I mean, it just shows your icon and your name. It doesn't have the wrench beside it on my end on my phone. So, but anyways, y'all can share your channels out. Y'all can share, you know, whatever you want, just as long as it's clean. Yeah. Damn River Boy says, Robin, you must really be working out. She got some big arms. She's been picking up her boat. Be blessed, Chris. Have a great day. Yeah. No, we got quite a bit to do this week ourselves. Let's see. Okay, I got this new color a while back, and I've used it once before. Let me get this other jig. I used it once before, and it's called damselfly or dragonfly. I can't remember which. But let's see if we can get her to focus. There you go. It's like a turquoise-ish blue, but more blue, and it's got some silver flake in it. It may not be look. It doesn't look right on camera to me. That look on camera looks different than what's in my hand, but not much. Right on. Just looking at chat real quick. Chad said that he's got 50 hook sets. Yeah, go check everybody out, guys. Make sure you guys, if they're on here and you don't have them. Whoops, I started to work with that orange thread. I don't want that orange thread. I want this thread. Chartreuse. Does that give you an idea what I'm going to use? I'm going to use chartreuse for the tail. And the body is going to be a little bit of a indeterminate color right now because I still ain't made up my mind. I'm going to have to look in my box and make sure. See, I'm the kind of guy, I know what color it is. sold some he stole some fingernail polish from his wife that color. That's funny. That thing is like was tangled there at the end. I need more light. You know, when you get close to that 50 age, trying to see, oh, no wonder there's a little. I didn't have it cut straight, so I wasn't able to stick the whole thread through. When you get close to that 50-year age, it's harder to get that thread through there. Hey, Randall, how you doing? Be right back. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see you come in, bud. There's probably a few people I didn't catch. I gotta, man, my PC, my laptop, I gotta get that thing sorted out. I gotta figure all this stuff out. I gotta get better at it. I gotta be able to, now I gotta figure out how to manage my YouTube or my doublehooangling.com thing. I gotta figure all that out. Modern times is killing me, guys. I tell you what, like I said, I'm a technical idiot. I just cannot. I mean, some of that stuff is the concept is nuts. Well, what I was thinking is I got this green that's got this black in it. That's kind of what my first initial thought was, and then I got to thinking. I got to change in my mind, and thinking that I just do a green that I had, and apparently I don't have it. I must have used it all. Oh, nope, there it is. It's a chartreuse that's got blue in it like the head. So, I don't know. Kind of, what do y'all think? Y'all think? Or here, let's read chat real quick. Something went by. Okay, people just saying they picked up channels. Since that went too fast. And then I got dog. Ouch, that one hurt. Quit. Since they changed chat or CatCon and Cat and CrappieCon next year. What? They made it Cat and CrappieCon for like Kansas City? Who said Danny? Are you serious? Well, if they got something like that, that'd be cool. But anyways, what I was going to ask is, what do you guys think? That, come on, focus. There you go. It's a chartreuse that's got the blue in it to match the head, or do I do this chartreuse with black rib? I'll leave it up to y'all. Or should we do a few in each? Uh, But really, they got do a couple of each. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Since I got this piece already cut and in my hand, because this might be all I actually have of this one. I'll have to look in there. I think I do still have some more. Rosie, you're being quick. Why are you being this way? This dog is like wigged out. Yesterday was when we noticed that, we noticed with dogs, you notice when they're coming into heat, especially big dogs. We noticed things were changing, let's say. And then yesterday we noticed evidence around on the hardwood floor. So enough said about that. And I think she's having an emotional day and maybe needs a Midol. I know she's being a turd today. She's being a knucklehead. See, there, look at that color. Come on, get up there, focus. There you go. I like that color. Now, let's just tie one the other way just to see what it looks like different wise. Yeah, she just like super, super wants attention. And like, she's real emotional. She just pouty. It's funny. Last night, trying to cook dinner, she kept trying to jump up while I'm trying to cook dinner. And it wasn't a bad, hard dinner because all I had to do was cook a piece of meat. We had a chuck roast that I cut in half and made a chuck steak. And we got it marked down, so it was only like $6 for a piece of meat that was this big and that thick. So it worked for me, and I enjoyed it. Rosie, you're this man. She's digging at the floor like it's nobody's business. You're not going to get through that wood and concrete. Like I said, that dog needs special dog biscuit. Yeah, I'll give her a special dog biscuit.
There's something under my chair.
Yeah, speaking of special dog biscuits, we're surrounded now in my state. I'll let you guys keep that up to your imagination of what I meant. Okay.
I'm not seeing this rest of the strap.
I know, she's just trying to get something underneath your chair, dear. She's just being annoying today. Don't tie your finger up in that. Uncle Lou, how you doing this morning, bud? Uncle Lou, it's been so cold around here lately. I ain't done no catfishing with them rods, but guess what? February, we'll get a little bit of ice, and then we'll start getting some shad die off, so shad will start floating up. Yeah, tying a little bit of meat into each one. Somebody gave me some heck one time about, Rosie, you little horn dog, go away.
Why like Daddy so much today?
She's just being nuts. She just got up before I went live, so she didn't get up and like play and get no energy out this morning. But what I was saying was, Uncle Lou, I ain't got your rods wet in a minute. And I'm waiting. I got in about in February, we'll get some shad kill off, and that shad kill off will end up bringing up the blues and stuff shallow. And I'm talking like 2 foot of water shallow, which at our lake, if you don't have a surf rod, you're not going to be fishing in much more than 3 foot of water. With a surf rod, you can at least get out to 5 or 6 foot of water. I know that sounds bad, guys, but it's true. At my local reservoir, Cheney Reservoir, the reason why most people drown in there is either because they get caught in an undertow. Even with a life jacket on, that lake's got enough current, it'll pull you under with a life jacket in certain spots on certain windy days. But the problem is that lake's so shallow that when that wind picks up 40 miles an hour, it causes such a current in there, it'll suck you under. But the other thing is half the people drown because they forget to stand up. I know that it's hard to say that, but it's true that most of the people that drown out at Cheney Reservoir are drowning in 3 feet of water. And it's whether they jumped off and hit their head or, accidents happen, but just be careful, guys. Don't be diving off. I got 2 buddies that are in wheelchairs, from one of them jumping off a pontoon boat and the other one jumping off a dock that they thought was deep. And they were in wheelchairs for the rest of their life, but they broke their neck. So, their hands are, kind of messed up and everything else, and they just have a hard time. They do like the rest of us and make things work, and they do the best they can. But, it's sometimes if you just don't pay attention. Oh, I didn't even show you guys that jig. Sometimes you don't pay attention, accidents happen, and then it changes your life forever. Look at me. If I wouldn't have went chasing stupid chickens in my yard, probably wouldn't be in a wheelchair yet. I was bound for a wheelchair eventually just because of my bone problem. But here's how that one turned out. I should have showed you guys. Focus. There you go. I like that other one better. The black and stuff is fine on there, but that needs to be a black head to me. See, so like this, to me, that blue and that black does not go very well together. Yeah, well, that's what I do is when that ice busts, we go out there and I'll get a bucket and I'll pick up the shad, and because they'll be fresh, freshish. But they're fresh enough. They don't stink real bad. They're not, broke down yet. They were been frozen and just the ice melts and then they all float up to shore. There's usually a shad kill when that goes on, and we pick up a lot of shad that are 8-10 inches long, perfect size, using them half or whole. And then, what we've been doing in February is cutting if we get an 8-incher, we'll cut it into 2 or 3 pieces just to make them a little smaller since it's colder weather. But most of the catfish that we catch are between 3 and 10 pounds, blue cat wise. And then, of course, when the channel cats move in, if you're fishing there in our lake, it seems like you're fishing in the cove and you're catching a bunch of channel cats, then the blues haven't moved in yet. Because when them blues move in, them channel cat usually skedaddle out of there as quick as they can because they're on the menu. So, when we go to a place and we're catching a bunch of little channel cats and all of a sudden they stop, and then all of a sudden you get a nice movement to a rod, maybe a rod will pull like that, then the blues have moved in, and then you up the bait a little bit. So, but I'm gonna grab I tied up some blacks. I just gotta find what I did with those jig heads, because I did tie up some black ones, or color up some black ones, I should say. At least I thought I did. I wanted to do that on a black just to see the head color difference. I don't know if I got any 8s in black. Somewhere I do. You know what though? That's too dark of a green. But I do have some greens that here. I'll try a couple of these and show y'all. I just like showing y'all the differences in the color combinations. That way it gives you. I don't know if you heard me very well, but I like showing you guys different color combinations and stuff. So what we got here, this is called Disco Lime.
Okay.
Come on, focus. There, that's called Disco Lime. See that? We'll tie that with that black head and see what that looks. With that black and green and see how that looks. This black and green is a new color for me. I just ordered this and got it in the mail. This one here. It's black and sour truth. How many orders do you have pending? Right now, 0. Everything was mailed off. I said that earlier in the show. I don't know if you heard Robin, but I have nothing. Nada. Everything is out the door and gone. The bad thing is 2 of those orders were ones that I I gave away. They were just like 6 jigs. So you only want 6 jigs. You're gonna pay me that much for shipping and handling. It just I felt bad, and they were people I like, so I didn't give them no fancy packaging. I just stuck it in an envelope and mailed it. Yeah, congrats on being caught up. Well, I would like to be behind because, like I said, I spent too much money lately, and the bills are all paid, but the only thing we got's electric and car insurance and internet, and we don't have no car payments anymore. We don't have a house payment. So, yeah, see, now I like that color. That works good together. Okay, that black and green with a shiny silver tail would be a skipjack killer. Now, there you go. There it is. See, that looks good together. I like that one. I like that better than I do that. To me, that's fine. Sometimes odd colors like that work, but it just doesn't catch my eye, so I don't like it. And if I don't like it, I don't want to tie it. I'll procrastinate and tie like 3, and then I'll be done. But what I think I'll do is I'll just put those. I'll put them in and then that might be a good idea. Do those 3 different head colors. So do the one I don't like. Do this one, and then do the black one. I thought I had some black 8ths poured or painted, but I don't. I only had 16ths. So I'll pour some 8ths today and paint them black and tie up some of them too with that black and green. And then we can I'll put 3 of them in a pack type thing. Yeah. I don't have no shiny stuff, silver for as far as Danny. What I could do would be like a gray, like this, and then put some flash on it. And usually, if you're gonna do like a skipjack, you only need 1 feather. I mean, like literally tie 1 feather just to give it some substance, and then put some flash on that. I could do that. Yeah, they both are okay jigs. I mean that turquoisey color. Hi, Jody. She came in and I didn't see her. Oh, there she is. Hello, Jody. How are you doing? Appreciate y'all showing up. Appreciate you a lot. So, but see, like the one day I did this, and like that one looks kind of funny looking because that head's like a pea greeny snot green. I don't know. I just didn't care for it. So, but I do like that. I like that disco. Now, just to show you a different comparison, we'll just play around today. I'm not really in the mood to get any work done right now. I got other stuff going today too. But just to show you, do a black tail. Rosie's trying to get involved again. Do a black tail. And if you guys notice, is these hooks got a bait keeper, so I got a pair of clippers here that I keep taking that bait keeper off. Yeah, that any Finn, I agree with you. Jody last night, I seen Jody pop up and I was just fixing to turn it on, but I was really tired and I was like, if I do, I'm gonna stay up too late. So today I'm gonna later on today I'm gonna have it playing in the shop because I'm in my shop now when I'm pouring jigs, I got a TV up there. So now I can watch everybody. So I'll have Jody playing on there while I'm pouring my jigs and stuff later on because I heard that she caught a lot. So Jody, if you caught a bunch of fish last night, I'm going to see it. I'm going to go watch them here after a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be a cool color. All right, so changing that tail color, this is going to be, this will show you the contrast in the two jigs. So even though the head and the body is the same, that tail, changing that tail up changes the contrast of it a lot. My mustache got wet. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry, I didn't mean to stick my tongue out at you. Get down. Go. And the other thing about Rosie is her training is going a little slow because I've been so busy and I kind of been working with her, but Gregory has been playing with her so much. I'm afraid she's going to be more of a house dog, and then take her to the lumber yard, take her to but the whole when she wants to play with everybody she meets, and that's a bad thing in a service dog. You can't have your service dog walking up to people and just wanting to kiss and love on them because that's not a service dog. It's illegal to touch a service dog when they're working. So you could actually be arrested for messing with somebody's service dog. So, but anyways, look at that color. See that black and tail? Put these two side to side. See, it just changes the contrast of them two so much. But I really like it. Just play around. Yeah, Morello, hi. I didn't see you come in neither, unless you were lurking in the back. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. Like I said, you get to see 3 chats, and if they go by too quick and I'm tying and not focusing, I miss it. I wished I had a black. I really wished I had a black. See if I know I got a smaller black somewhere. Thought I did, but I don't. Well, I apologize, guys. Oh no, I just keep going and mixing them up. You know what? Just to show you the difference between the marabou and the hackle, I'll tie one as a hackle. Some of these are just going to go in my box. They look good enough. They need to. I remember where I got them discos at. Okay, I'm going to play around even more now. All right, I got a few more. Sorry you had to look at my back for a minute. Well, see you later, Danny. Looks like all the guys that were supposed to be there showed up for work. Now this one is called Disco Green, not Disco Lime. Come on, camera. There you go. So that's kind of a dark green. Now let me turn that down. You're going to get an echo, echo, echo. Naomi popped it up on the big TV. That's funny. I scare myself looking over my shoulder at myself. All right, I'm playing around here now. So I was going to show you another one here. So now here's a hackle feather, and this is sour trees also. The feather is like folded, but that's okay. So what I do with these is cut off the end, and then I'm going to take this and I lock it down with 3 to 5, 10, 50 wraps, whatever you feel comfortable with. Then I go to the shank where it turns, and that's where I cut. Then I flip the feather around because that feather's got a natural curve to it. Oh, Robin must have said something. Okay, I must have missed something. Anyways, you flip that feather around. So like, see, it's got a curve. So, and then you can, if you got a rotary vise, you can move your vise and then just move that feather around and just keep cutting it in the same spot. So the end is all at the same length. You want all those feathers to be pretty close. They don't have to be perfect, but close. Okay, now when I do my little hackle ones like this that have the hackle on them, I almost always put a piece of flash. And with the chartreuse and stuff, I really like it'll be a little difficult to see, but I really just like a flat piece of tinsel for these chartreuse ones. And you can get the fancy stuff if you want that's twisted and scissors got stuck on my finger. But I really like that color and the way it sheens. And you just tie it right on the side and fold it down one side and back. Or you could double it over and do, one each side. But on this flat band stuff, like just a flat tinsel, I just like to place it on each side, 2 pieces on each side. So like tie one in and fold it over, and then there's your 2. So I know you can't see it very well, but it just puts a nice little rib down there. Hey, good morning. I see Viking showed up, and hey, Mark was not in here, but Lyle is. So I see Lyle from Catfish or Catfish Weekly. There's Viking, Joe Buck, Jody, Adventures, Robin C. Okay, I missed some people, and I'm sorry, guys. John Boy's in here now, too. My phone's not wanting to scroll with comments. Why are you being that way? But good morning, Lyle. Hey, I got a package mailed off to you yesterday, so you should get it in a few days. I don't know however long the mail takes to you, bud. So, but we're just playing around, and to give you guys a recap what we're doing here. Okay, we started out, we were tying, whoops, throw them around, Dave. We was tying these. That's what we started off with, little marabou tail. Then I think we tied, which one did we tie? I think we tied this one. Yeah, we tied this one. And I didn't like that head color with that color body. So then I changed the color of the body to where it's got a little bit of blue in that chartreuse chenille. Hey, KY, how you doing? So you see that right there? It's kind of hard to see. And then it was like, so then I changed the head color and went back to that. I went to that black and chartreuse body. So with that head color change, we went to a disco lime, and that turned out, pretty nice. I like that. So just to show a color comparison, I switched over and we went to this with a black tail, and that one turned out really nice too. And now we're going to do one with a hackle, little flash, and then but with a dark disco green head. What, Aaron Rust? How you doing? I didn't see you in here neither. If you just popped in, howdy. But this is a Renzetti vise, and it's a rotary vise, so it's got a little handle on here, and you can loosen this up and put that position wherever you want. But when this is straight up and down, I want this kicked back just a little bit. It's more comfortable for me. It comes with a little rod thingy that you can put a rod in there to keep your stuff out of the way or keep your chenille back and all that. And mine has a heavy cast base because mine's the traveling version, and they are very expensive. I've had this one for about 12 years, I think, 14 years, maybe 12 years. Yeah, probably 12. I think it's about 12 years now. So, yes, it is a very nice vise. But Renzetti has a newer one out that I would really like, and it's a little heavier, and it's a more of a table model. And whenever I get a room set up for all my stuff, because right now I am literally in my living kitchen area. I'm at my dining room table on the one end against the wall. That's Gregory's bedroom door. And there's the rest of the house. I can see the back door to the house through the hall. I can see the kitchen, the living room. All this is all open. So I can, my wife, the chairs are all right here, couch and everything. But with this darker head, it is going to change the color of it for sure. But appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out. I didn't let nobody come up today because I kind of shied off from last week. I took over the table, dear. Yes, I did. That's my wife, guys, Naomi. Yes, I did take over the table. I really did. I just did. I take over the table? Here, you know what? I'll show y'all. I took over the table. There's my kitchen table. So yes, I took over the table. I just got a cheap vise and tools to play with. Yep. Keith, that's what I started out with, was just cheap stuff, and I kept buying cheap stuff, and kept buying cheap stuff, and my problem is like the jaws. I'll chip a jaw out or something like that on those cheaper ones. They're just not hard enough. I've been using this vise for 12 years now. What size jig head is that? James Dockery, how you doing, bud? This is an 1/8 ounce. And it's a disco green. Here, let me tie it off real quick and I'll show it to the camera. Okay. Yeah, that's a darker disco green. Focus, bud. Come on. There you go. But we started off with I started off today, James, with this. I don't know if you've seen it. Then we went to this color. And I didn't like that head color with that body. So then I found this sour trees has blue in it. Come on, focus. That has blue in the body. But then we went and changed to disco lime head and did, whoops, get off of there. We did this one, which turned out really well. And then I thought, well, hackle with that darker green head. That turned out pretty good too. What was that, Naomi? I missed something. Oh, Robin said, thanks for letting me take over the table. Yeah, this is not my permanent plan, guys. In my shop, you see where my Rambler sits when you watch those fishing? Yeah, thank you, James. I appreciate it. They do look good. I like them too. Get back down to where we were at. There, now it wasn't auto feeding the chat. It was just, I was getting behind. And good morning, Fishing Frustrations. How you doing? Yeah, it's probably not morning for you. It's probably afternoon. How far are you? Actually, it may be mid-morning, maybe middle of the night. I don't know which way you are. You're behind us, I think. Or are you ahead of us? Anyways, I guess it depends on where you're at in the UK too. But now I'm going to throw one more different one up there. We'll do a sour truce head, a bright. We're just, like I said, just playing around this morning, just kind of seeing what I like, because I want to get I got my www.doublehookangling all together, like you see down here, .com is up and running. The Jigs store is got pictures in it, but you cannot go in and add stuff to a cart yet or anything like that. I'm going to tie one with the black tail and one with the green tail, just so we can see a difference on it too. Whoops. I forgot to wrap up my jig head first. Now, last night, I was watching Panfish Nation, and you guys make sure you go check out Lyle and Mark on Panfish Nation Thursday nights. They're great guys. Lyle's the one that got me started in the live, but Lyle showed up today as Catfish Weekly in here, so make sure you go subscribe to that too. And make sure you go subscribe to James Dockery. He was in here also, and I hope he still is. Go sub to him too. He doesn't want them, but he's, we don't care if he wants them or not. We're going to get him for him. But anyways, we'll tie this up and see what this color looks like. See, that looks good too. And then after we do this one, I'm going to do one with the Sartreuse tail, and we can see what that looks like. But last night on Panfish Nation, what I was going to say was Lyle said that he was having issues with it wanting to spin and roll. And I've had issues like that before too. You've seen it on my show. And what it is that some of these straight shanked hooks that don't have that bait keeper body in there, I'm pulling that right here real quick. I can get one and not 45. Okay, like on these ones, they don't have no collar. They just have that shank, for the hook. Some guys put a little dab of glue. I have found if you hold the hook and just pull tight and wrap a few times really tight, that helps too. So if you're just tying for yourself and you don't really care that they move a little bit, it's not that big a thing. But a lot of guys I know do put a little dab of glue in there. So I call them roller jigs, because you get the going and you think you got it all nice and done, and then as soon as you whip it and you go to pull tension on it, the dang thing will roll and spin out and then slide back, and you're like, ah. There's times where I've cut all that stuff off and just started over. But anyways, there is what the black tail, come on, focus, black tail Sartreuse head and that body looks like. So a little bit different when you throw them side by side, but not much. But that little brighter head may draw them in better. Who knows? So now I said I was going to do, I thought I grabbed two of those. I said I was going to do that with the Chartreuse. Yeah. Not only do I got that tray up there, I got plenty of jig. I don't know, without dumping them all out on the ground, but I got plenty of jigs. I got like 5 boxes of these that I've done this last week, getting all powdered up and finished and all that. Okay, now get another Chartreuse head in there and do that. See, now, like when you get it like that, was what I was talking about. Right here is the stage where you might just take a little epoxy. This is some UV glue and dab it. But what I do is I hold the hook and I will cinch on that thing. See, cinch on it, and now that's not going to move, in my opinion. So I just tighten it more. Now, like I said, though, this does have a collar. So that collar, that lead, that powder coat allows that. You wouldn't think, but that's powder coat, so it's plastic. So it might get a little bit of shrinkage to help, hold that on there. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I didn't analyze it. I didn't stick it in under a microscope and do all that stuff. That's just kind of my opinion. But I know people that do, especially if you use waxed thread. Sometimes that helps too. hold stuff down. You would think wax, it would move, but the wax actually is kind of tacky, so it helps hold it steady. So now we're going to go back with that sour truce. And tie that back in. Sometimes I just cut it off and do that. Oh, there's Rosie back inside, just putting mud all over me. Good thing I got a fishing shirt on. It's meant to get dirty. I'll rub her ear real quick and make her feel good, so she'll not leave me alone for a minute. Yep, that worked. She just wants attention, guys, and I'm giving you guys the attention and not her. And like I said, she is 9 months old, so she's still a puppy. Okay, now tie on that. And we'll see what you gonna lick my elbow? You gonna knock everything over? All right. Sometimes when I get on these lives, she wants to bother me. I can sit here and tie jigs all day long. She'll come by, she'll sniff. You know, she might give me a little lick. She might walk on. But when I'm on live and I'm talking, she's like, who you talking to? You can't talk to them. I want your attention. You thought it was a cat? Well, if that was a cat, I would anybody that had a 65-pound feline in the house, I'd be scared. All right. I was sitting here talking and not tying. Okay, so now we're gonna compare them two together with the head or the tail difference. So there you go. All those look good, and what I'm going to do is, I think like what we can do is we throw in like that. You got two black tails, but two different color heads. I thought I had another one tied up with the black tail. I did. Guess I did only do two. Yeah, I didn't drop it. But then you know you could throw in another one. So like these three in a combo. But the other thing I got. Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to make a point about this, because as a fishing family and in a fishing group, and you know we get a lot of the same people in and stuff. I'm a firm believer in support your friends. So I tie jigs. So if you buy jigs from me, you support me. You buy my merchandise, you support me. Lyle ties jigs. You buy jigs from him, you support him. There's other guys that do other things. There's guys in here that make rod holders. There's guys in here that make lures. There's guys that in here that make rattles, stuff like that. I got some catfish rattles, and they were you know, bought from somebody local, and there's several people in here that sell them. And now my problem is I lost the paperwork, so I can't remember who I bought them from. I'd have to go look, and I apologize greatly for that. But I did get one more thing in. Let me grab it. Okay. Sorry, guys. It took me a minute to get one out of the box. I had one open, but not the other. So anyways, off to shop for dinner. Be right back soon. Okay. Well, take care of fishing frustrations. Get you some dinner. All right. So I got these Gamakatsu boxes, and this is what I'm playing around with the idea of how to sell my jigs. Instead of just doing one jig at a time, if you just want a few jigs, you can email me and we can discuss it. But what I want to do is, I got these boxes, and they're Gamakatsu boxes. Whoops, upside down. Gamakatsu boxes. I got these from Limits Tackle, Steve over at Limits Tackle. So the idea is they hold jigs. So maybe I can just make up a few boxes and sell a few boxes. Now, granted, these boxes are going to be, I'll probably sell this size here for 50, 60 bucks, but it will be completely full and it will be well worth the money, because if you bought them for me one piece at a time, my jigs, they would be a little bit more. So I'm going to have a box filled like this, but then I'm going to have a box filled like this. And this one will have a little bit be a little pricier. But if you guys want to support me and my channel and my wife and my family and stuff, right now, my wife hasn't been working for a year. Stuff is not easy. Let's say it that way. I'm not begging for you to buy my stuff. I'm just letting you know that it is going to be available. So with that, I'll stop my push for my merchandise. So, but it does help the family out. It does help me and Naomi out. And I do greatly appreciate you guys. Like I said, we are not poor. We have a roof over our head, food in our stomach, but we are broke. But now that I'm done whining about my financial frustrations. Okay. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to tie up a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to, just make things look good and do my best for you guys. I like I said, I'm really, hey, Leon, how you doing? I'm really, 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 you love them boxes. I have a bunch of, I bought 10 of the small ones and 4 of the big ones for now. I probably, like I said, I have tapped myself out. I have extended myself beyond what I wanted to, not beyond my means, but beyond what I wanted to, Lyle. You know how it goes, but you gotta spend some money to make some money. So hopefully somebody will want to buy my jigs. And then we'll have some of, jigs like this in there, some natural color ones. And we'll put some of the, some of our Tiger Fire stuff in there, things like that. Here's some more Tiger Fires that we did last week. These are a few that I had laid up here for me for my box. So, we will be tying and tying and tying some more. Like I said, my goal this year is 10,000 jigs. Now, whether I give them away, sell them, whatever, well, I'm not gonna overextend myself anymore until I get rid of some stuff. So now Lyle needs a warehouse, yes. And I feel with Lyle because I'm about the same way. I mean, here's kind of my storage situation for the moment. I've got all of that. I couldn't hold the phone right. I've got all of this. I've got 2 big boxes in the bedroom, and this is, 15 years of accumulation. So, but it's fun to get on here and tie things and just change it up and make different stuff and see what things look like. And here, even here, I'll show you one other one, and then we'll be getting pretty close to being done. The kids are back from the thrift store, and Naomi is over here motioning that she needs more coffee made, and the dog's wanting back. Naomi wants to turn the TV up because she wants to watch her Price is Right or whatever. What do you watch at Price is Right, right?
No.
Wheel of Fortune.
Nope.
Which one you watch?
Junction.
Oh, she wants to watch Petticoat Junction. So it tells you how old we are. She wants to. Okay, what did James say on the? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, James, I'll tell you what, I still am grateful that you timed me out that one day. That was my first time. I take it as an honor, bud. I really do. I'm going to tie one up here that's a little different color. Y'all have been looking at that same, get out of my way, looking at that same chenille for a minute. We'll tie one that's a little different just to kind of show you guys a different variety of what we got going here. So you got that disco head and the white body. So then I got a chenille that is a chartreuse, but it's got a disco green in it, shiny flaky green. It's kind of hard to see, guys, but change that up and put a piece of that on it. Get your marabou back out your way, Dave. I need to clean the dust off my table, and my vise keeps sliding around. Wash the bottom. This bottom of this Renzetti vise has got a little foam on it, and if you clean it up and get it wet, clean the dust off of it, it will hold in place pretty well. And like I was saying earlier, I've had this Renzetti vise for 12 years, and this is still the same rubber band that it came with in the box, but it's not the first one that was on it. The first one that was on it lasted about 2 years, and then for some reason it broke. This one has been on there for the last 10, and it has not done nothing. It has not changed. It has not, did whatever else. Surprisingly, your wife hasn't made you take everything to the garage. No, she usually when I'm sitting here tying, we're watching TV, watching movies. So, I'm out of her way. The kids are all grown. Like Gregory's 25, Timothy's 23 now, but Timothy's married and moved on. And so we don't eat at the table anymore. We just sit in the living room and watch TV and eat. I actually use one of the bar stools to set my plate on in front of me to eat off of. Now we probably should go back to eating at the table, but even when the table was cleaned, we didn't eat at the table. But now that we have Rosie's head is like, you're sitting here eating, here's your plate. Rosie's head's like right here, and she wants to put her nose this far away from your plate, and every once in a while she wants to try to sneak her tongue in there and grab something. And you can tell her no and set, and she'll sit there for like 3 minutes, but then she tries to sneak back in there. But we've been talking about, I need a spot in the garage, and that's what I was saying earlier is where my Rambler sets. I've been thinking about blocking off about maybe a 6x8 space or an 8x10 space. Probably be more what I need is about 8x10, and make a little studio, little tie-in area. Get better microphone, better camera setup. Learn how to actually use this stuff. There's some of the guys on here that they have a real good area, maybe an extra room in their house, and they can kind of get to take over it. And that's what I want to do. I want to get my fishing poles out of the garage. Just because the garage does collect a lot of dust. There's a lot of overspray on paint, things like that. So, but I got to get a lot of these tied, and there you go. There's that color on that one. Come on, focus. Focus. There you go. See, that turns out good there. So I'm going to tie up a bunch of stuff. It's just going to be mix match on some of this stuff. But when I tie my boxes will have 3 to 5 colors, maybe 6 of jigs that are all exactly the same. Then I just took over the living room. Yeah, see, here, I'll show you guys. You want to see what's going on in my house right now? This is what's going on. She's got me on the big screen. There's Mike, there's Gregory, it's just
they're shooting each other with water.
Yeah, they're shooting each other over there with water whites going on, and Naomi's sitting here in the chair. Wave hi, dear, so they see your hand. See, so that's kind of my situation. I have taken over the living room, the kitchen, and the dining room because it's all just one big area. So I know how it is, James. I just took over the whole thing. But that's why she wants me out in the garage, because when I do my lives and stuff like this, everything's got to kind of be quiet. Everything's got to shut down. And sometimes it's really hard. So I really do need a space in the garage and block off room. But here's the problem with that. If I take 8x10 out of my garage, that means I got 8x10 less in my garage. So that means everything's got to get moved, rearranged. The Rambler can't sit there. It's got to go back. But, it's just kind of whole big old mess. So, but we've reached past 9:30 now, guys, and that's kind of where I've been wanting to stop it lately. You know, an hour and a half's usually pretty good. I only tied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jigs today, but we did a lot of talking, a lot of visiting. That's why. Okay, is that an ice rod in the background? Well, yes, it is, Lyle. I'll show that real quick. This is an ice rod that I purchased from Jared off of, and he's one of the guys on Pond Hopper TV. And we were fishing at the ice shack with him up at Marion County Lake. But here, let me get the dust off the end of it. But see, it's even got a little springy duty dad on it that you can run your line up through. The line's not ran through there now, but and you know what? Let's see if it's a St. Croix. There you go. See that? And this thing says that it'll 30-pound line. So you could actually go do a little catfishing with that thing. And then it has a light speed lose reel on it. I've used lose before. I've not had very good luck with the lose, but this is what was on this rod. And I gave a really reasonable price for it. So I'm happy. Yeah, it is. I was teasing that, you know, you got conceal and carry with firearm. Well, now I have conceal and carry fishing pole. So, but that's kind of my plans, guys, for what I got going is getting this whole .com thing up and running. And I know I'm not going to ever make a living at it, but I would like for it to supplement. So, you know, I don't think my jigs are the best in the world. I'll put that back up later so it doesn't get hurt. But I don't think my jigs are the best in the world, but I think they're good enough for you know, catching crappie. Crappie are kind of dumb. You know, sometimes they're really smart, sometimes they're really dumb, and sometimes when they're smart, we think they're dumb, but they're being smart, and you know, we're being dumb. Yeah, those little spring tips on the end, I mean, it does not take much at all, and it can take to where your regular rod may move like this, and you just may not see it, but that spring thing will move like that with the same amount of tension. So, you know, a little bluegill popping it, you know, just going up, tasting it and spitting it back out. You see that movement with that little spring tip. So, but hey, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you watching. You know, you guys. I'll put the 26-year-old and take over his rent. No, that ain't happening. Naomi. Yeah, I'm gonna go tell Matt you said that. Matt, she said I could take over your room and you can move into the garage. He said there's too much in it. It'd take him a week to move. But anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Much love. Remember, like, subscribe, and go tie something. We'll see y'all. Take care. God bless you.